Last time on Races to Places, Lyndon, Basil, Tony and his currently unnamed steed rode the Devil's Backbone.
Somebody took us out drinking. And we don't go drinking anymore on Races to Places because we know what happens. I'm so drunk. Sleep. I'm going to sleep. Sleep. 1, 2, 3, 6. Good night.
In the morning, we're in a hot air balloon.
Who's in a hot air balloon?
We are.
Hot air balloon?
Hot air balloon. That's the rumour on the street, matey.
And the daytime sightseeing has turned into an evening frenzy.
Tony. What's wrong, mate?
Fucking hell. Stop. Stop. It's not funny. Stop it. Oh, fuck me. Oh, man.
Well, it looks like Tony's overfueled himself on the booze.
I think he's drunk. It's 6:30 in the morning in San Miguel De Allende. There was some entertainments last night. We got back to the bedroom to sleep, and we're up again already. Why? Because we met a young lady out last night that's got a hot air balloon.
Are we going home now or are we going somewhere else?
Tony is not going to enjoy today's early start after last night.
Here we are. I didn't expect to be above the clouds this morning. Beautiful day here in the hot air balloon. Let me show you that. Great to be travelling with Tony again. It's been a few years since myself and Tony have travelled together, so it was great exploring parts of Copper Canyon with him. We had a great time, but very busy days riding and camping out there, and we arrived in San Miguel and went out yesterday, had a good look around this historical place. Such an awesome place with lots of history, and we decided to hang out today and take a day off after the last week we've had, and we'll get back on the road. So shouldn't impact the schedule too much, but it's nice just to take some time out and have a relax. So cheers to San Miguel de Allende, and cheers to our new friends here and for making us so welcome.
In to the garden in the jungle we go.
So we are in the middle of what looks like a forest. We're going to go find a little bit about this place, have a look around, and get some interesting video from here.
The Garden in the Jungle, located in the jungles of Mexico and created by Edward James, an eccentric British aristocrat, poet and patron of surrealist art. James discovered Xilitla, a mountainous town 7 hours north of Mexico City, and work started on the gardens in 1949 and employed a number of locals for the duration of the build, which in total cost $5 million. The landscape is very lush, with energetic waterfalls and beautiful pools. These look like seasoned pro cliff divers.
Just cruising through Veracruz, not stopping, continuing east, southeast. So I'm just walking down the street in Villahermosa, probably one of the only cities that I'll visit in Mexico, spending so much time riding the bike and being in the countryside and the mountains, so just looking for some street food. It reminds me of Thailand a little bit.
Ah, my favourite part of Races to Places. Food time.
I just love trying the street food everywhere I go. It costs nothing, just eating tonight for $3 US. That's about £2.50 in the UK, and it was absolutely awesome. Had about 10 tacos, and I had some donut for dessert, and a pint of milk, and some chocolate. Perfect.
Wheelie time.
Gracias. Tony, what are you doing?
Thought you were looking for a hotel room.
Hotel? We camp, we don't go in hotels. What's happened?
I think something got sucked through my chain guard at some point.
Well, today we're going to visit Chichen Itza. It's a famous archaeological site in the Yucatan, Mexico.
Good old puncture strikes again.
This morning, Basil decided to get a flat like 3 miles after leaving the town fixing a flat tyre. And then look what we found. That's it, that tiny little piece. Give us our morning grief. So all this time on Races to Places I've been using a hand pump, and Tony shows up with this electric beauty. Derelict buildings, looks like an old gas station maybe.
This is Chichen Itza, a Mayan ruin which was a large pre-Columbian city built by the Maya people of the Terminal Classic period. This site is located in Tulum municipality, Yucatan State, Mexico, and I have to say, the structures here look seriously impressive.
There we are in Yucatan in Mexico. We just called in at Chichen Itza. This is one of the most famous Mayan ruins from, well, thousands of years ago. So we thought we'd call in and have a look around. So a lot of my followers are probably wondering what I do with all my gear and valuables and stuff like that when I go to these tourist attractions where I've got to leave Basel, go wandering around for a few hours, and it's a really difficult decision what to do, and it really depends whereabouts you are. Look around you, see the sort of people that are hanging around. Here's fairly quiet, so if it's fairly quiet and typically there's no kind of, I say, dodgy looking locals around, then typically you can just put your boots and your riding gear on the bike, on the back, take everything out of sight, get your backpack all ready with all your valuables, so any camera equipment or anything, my laptop, anything valuable goes in the backpack and goes on my back and goes with me. And I just leave all the stuff on the bike. If it looks a little bit more unsafe, like something could get stolen, then what I will do is I'll get my wire lock and I'll put the wire through the leg of the trousers and the jacket and my helmet, and I'll lock everything onto the bike. So just depends really on what type of an area you're in, but touch wood, so far 2.5 years, and the only thing I've had stolen is my Leatherman knife. So we're doing a good job. We're keeping our gear safe, and traveling with Tony now. There's 2 of us, so we've got twice as much gear to take care of. When you find somewhere like this and you can just come for a morning swim with the old Mayan ruins up there and a beautiful beach. There's quite a few people here, but nonetheless it's having a great time, and the water temperature is perfect. So cheers to this morning. So this is the sort of thing you have to watch out for in Mexico when you're riding down the road. This is obviously in the daytime it's a busy junction, but let me show you, someone's stolen the manhole cover, obviously weighed it in for some scrap metal, but check this out. There's the street, and you come to this junction, you want to hang a right, and boom! Down a big hole in the road. Thankfully someone stuck a bush in it and put some tyres there to stop it happening.
Next time on Races to Places, it's a few more bike repairs.